All right, we continue with our first alert weather day coverage. Severe storms working their way through the northern valley. We do have a risk in the southern valley as well. Anywhere you see the oranges or the reds, pretty widespread thunderstorm activity expected tonight, and the main threat is going to be the gusty straight line winds. Cannot rule out an isolated tornado. We also can expect some hail over 2 inches in diameter, and we've just gotten our first report of that in the Cheyenne area, with baseballs falling out of the sky there. 101 mile per hour measured winds in Churches Ferry, among other reports of 75 to 80 mile per hour winds there. Can-Do reported 115 mile per hour winds from the thunderstorms that were developing early in the day. Damage in Esmond was reported earlier, 12-inch diameter trees, but we're starting to get word in from Grand Forks when we were covering it moving into town with the dust cloud blowing through. Power poles down and damage in Grand Forks being reported right now. Grafton, 56 mile per hour winds measured there. And Grand Forks, you had 65 mile per hour winds. Now, when we talk about spin and storms, sometimes you get this perspective looking straight up into the sky, and look at that curly Q right there. That is rotation in a cloud. Lori, thanks for sharing that from the Joliet area in Pembina County. Let's take a look at the current radar. Thunder and lightning from Roseau County extends right through the Crookston area all the way back into Devil's Lake. Here is a look at the latest radar, and let's go ahead and take a look at this backward C shape. These storms spreading out of the Crookston area, out of Grand Forks, are warned for this area here. Gusty straight line winds will come at you from the northwest and down to the south here, more of a north-northwest direction in Hillsboro. So warning for gusty straight line winds. The hail risk with these may be up to about 1 inch in diameter or so, but hail not the #1 threat from those storms. The damaging straight line winds is this light faint green line is an outflow boundary, and in Hillsboro, it's just come through your area. You may have had a very strong gust of northerly winds just moments ago. You may see your temperatures drop from near 90 into the 60s when that gust front blows through. This storm's rotating. It's over Tolna right now, and this is the one that dumped the huge hail out near Cheyenne, and there is the hail core with it right now. 1 to 2 inch diameter hail still possible. It dumped baseball-sized hail over Cheyenne to the west. It's moving in towards the Macville area as we speak. A broader view out to the west, a severe storm is moving over New Rockford and Cheyenne once again. And all of the storms in this Devil's Lake Basin here, the rainfall is piling up, and there could be some local flooding taking place. Devil's Lake, we have a storm moving through your area as well right now. So again, baseball-size hail earlier in Cheyenne. This is another round moving through the New Rockford area now. And these cells in the Devil's Lake Basin have shown some tight rotation at times. Near New Rockford, there's some. And near Macville, just off to the west of you, there's some. It does not mean a tornado's on the ground, but these storms are rotating. And our very own Eric Whitehill is on those storms as we speak. Devil's Lake, you have a cluster of storms working your way off to the east. Here is Eric Whitehill's locator. I have written a program to tell us exactly where his car is. That is where he is. And here's a look. Do we have his video? There he is. He's repositioning himself. He is on these storms, keeping his eyes on the cells as we speak. Eric, I don't know if you can hear me, but have you seen anything dangerous out of those rotating storms?
Hi, Hutch. I have not seen anything dangerous yet. The outflow boundary, when it came through, I was just north of Pillsbury. Very, very strong winds out of the north. I'm in Annetta right now, and I'm watching this line of storms that's just off to the north and west of Annetta, and it looks very, very ominous. There's a lot of dark clouds. It's almost continuous cloud to ground lightning, Hutch. It's you definitely don't want to be outside with the set of storms that's coming through up here. I do not see, though, any wall clouds, no sign of rotation right now, but I'm going to keep an eye out for it over the next few minutes as this storm makes its way through Nelson County. Back to you in the studio.
Wonderful. Thanks for your report. Stay safe. It's going to be a windy night on the roads out there. 2 hands on the wheel, a good bit of advice as well. So Eric Whitehill keeping his eyes on the skies. Hot and humid with heat indices close to 100 in Fargo and Point South. Dangerous heat here. Rain-cooled air up north in the 60s. And a look at your current conditions at Hector. It's 89. It feels like 97 degrees out there. Sticky, drippy, uncomfortable with winds from the south-southeast gusting over 30 miles per hour. That's going to clash with this wind coming from the north in these thunderstorms. This complex of storms will continue its trek to the south and east as we set things into motion this evening. And we're expecting more development. This air mass that we are in right now, the soupy, sticky air, it's going to fuel some significant storms even into the late hours. So as we approach that time frame between 8 and 11, we'll start seeing cells make their way into southeast North Dakota. They could be very volatile tonight, even into the late night hours. Damaging straight line winds from these again all night long, over 70 or 80 miles per hour will be possible. And much like happened in Lakes Country about a week ago in Fergus Falls, more of those types of storms as we go into the early overnight hours, but it does look like it vacates the area by the time we get to 2 or 3 a.m., leaving us with quieter conditions as we go into your Saturday for most areas. Fargo, 70 Saturday. It does look like temperatures will be rising into the 80s. Elsewhere, we'll see temperatures much more cool, much more comfortable across the board. Another shot of some stormy weather. Craig, thanks for uploading your photo near Crookston. Crookston, by the way, right now, severe thunderstorms rumbling through. Sunday, quieter still, 84 degrees, hit and miss showers on Monday through Friday, here and there. Temperatures heat right back up late next week. We'll continue to track these storms as we go through the evening right here and let you know if anything dangerous does happen.
Very good, Hutch. Thank you. We will definitely keep an eye on that.